Hey guys, it's Adam, and welcome back to my channel. I'm filming two videos in the same day, and since I decided to just start a brand new channel for all my plant videos, I haven't really decided on a name for it, so for now I'm just going to keep the intro to welcome to my channel. But anyways, so today I want to talk about watering a Hoya. Now, Hoyas are houseplants. Now, a lot of people in videos have said that they're really popular and common houseplants, and I will say, like, probably a long time ago, they probably were pretty common and popular, but I have actually had a pretty hard time finding them. There's only one nursery that I've actually been to. No, actually, there's two that I've been to that have actually carried them, but it's very limited when I find them. I usually only find one type of Hoya at a time, if any, but there are a lot of times where I'll go to the same nursery and there won't be any. So when I see one, if it's one that I don't already have, I definitely decide that I want to pick it up. And this one is Hoya carnosa Crimson Princess, I believe is what it's called. It might be Crimson Queen, I'm not sure. All I know is that the princess, which I have in my room at my other house, the variegation, the white is on the outside, but this one, the white is on the inside. And this leaf's kind of a pale pink, but it'll be like crimson in summer and spring. But as far as video subjects and titles go, I think I'm going to try to stay away from creating videos for something as simple as when to water a Hoya. Most of the time I'll do more of a more general video, like a complete care guide for Hoyas. But for this particular thing, I think that this deserves its own video because it's so important. Now, it's actually pretty simple to tell when to water your Hoyas, but I think that's a common question that a lot of people have because Hoyas can go an extremely long time without having any water, and Hoyas are also commonly called wax flowers, or wax plants because these leaves are so waxy and shiny and beautiful, and also because their flowers look like they're made out of wax. They're really, really beautiful. They're in the same family as milkweeds and a lot of sapiliads, and they're just beautiful plants. So anyways, watering them, you shouldn't do it too often because that will kill your plant very quickly. These are a nice succulent vine, and they're also an epiphyte, which means they don't grow very complex root systems. They're actually pretty simple. So a smaller pot for a big plant like this is a really good idea. You can see the pot's not too big for the size of a trailing vine. But yeah, so looking for signs for when you should water it because they can go for months without water and still grow flawlessly. These leaves just seem a little bit flimsier than usual. They look skinnier, they look like they've been deprived. You can see these veins so very defined and clearly, and you can actually kind of feel them. Whereas most of the time, like, I can see them, but I can't really feel them. Like, you can literally run your hands on these leaves and they feel like braille. Now, the thing is, once you let it get to this point, you should always let it get to this point before you water it again. But basically, the leaves will do that, and they'll also, it's kind of hard to see because this isn't a very good camera, but they kind of pucker. If you see, they kind of like pucker, and there's little wrinkles on the leaves, and that's another sign that you should water your Hoya. And once you see these two signs, go ahead and give it some water. But if not, I think it's best to keep it on the dry side. So I'm going to go get my other Hoya, my regular Hoya carnosa, and I'll be right back just to show you guys another example. Okay, so I just took out of my green room, I took out my Hoya carnosa, and this guy is struggling. Now, I first noticed last winter that it really just started decreasing in health, and then I kind of neglected it because I'm like, you know what, maybe I'm just pampering it, and it just got worse. And then eventually there was a little glimmer of hope because I saw some new growth happening around here, and it's just, I left it alone so it looks pale and it doesn't look waxy at all right now. It actually looks pretty bad, but I think now I can start watering it again. So what I'm going to do, and the soil, by the way, has orchid bark and peat moss and cocoa coir, and it's very well draining. You can see there's already water coming out, but you want to make sure it's well watered. You don't need any special kind of water. Like, I don't use filtered water or drinking water for these like I would a lot of other epiphytes. You can use tap water, but just make sure that it's warm, not hot, but warm every time you water it. And make sure water comes out the draining holes. And eventually this will perk up some more. I'm glad I was able to save the plant. And for this guy, I'm going to do the same. You want to add water and see if it starts coming out the draining holes. And you want to make sure that the soil is evenly moist, so you might want to water it in a couple of spots. Just to make sure everything's evenly watered. Like so. And they don't like to stand in water, so just tap it out, make sure that it's finished. And then you can return it to whatever spot you had it in originally. So that's how you water a Hoya. Make sure you don't overwater it, but also make sure you don't underwater it, and you should have happy, healthy Hoyas. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this channel. If you have any suggestions for new videos or any questions, comments, concerns, leave those in the comment section. I love hearing your guys' feedback. And yeah, thank you for visiting my channel. See you next time when I check out a new nursery that I've never been at, and I will film that video tomorrow. Bye.